says 7 o'clock, so I'm going to go by the cell phone. We will call the June 7th excuse me, Board of Zoning Appeals meeting to order. If you will, please join me in a moment of silence to ask for guidance in our proceedings. Thank you. Have a roll call.
Mr. Craddock, Ms. Deering, Mr. Yeaman, Mr. Brumfield,
Here.
Mr. Stone,
Here.
Mr. Merricks,
Here.
Mr. Easley.
Here. We don't have any citizens here to speak, so I'm not going to read the hearing of the citizens. Number 4, the approval of the agenda. Excuse me. I would entertain a motion to move items 8 and 9 to follow the approval of the minutes.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. I don't think we need to hit all the buttons and all of that stuff. If y'all are good with that. All those in favor of that, make it known by saying aye.
Aye.
You will need to push the buttons
Do we
just to
need
move
to
us
do that? Okay.
move us forward.
We got a mover. And a second. Motion not carried. Wait just a minute. Okay, I missed it. I knew I shouldn't have said that.
That motion not carried, can't do it
Okay,
again.
we'll just leave that alone. We'll proceed. Maybe we'll, if we could, in the following next month, if we could get the old business and the new business following the minutes, we'd appreciate that.
We'll get that moved up.
Okay. All right, with that being said, approval of the agenda, do I hear a motion we accept?
So moved.
All right, we hear a second?
A second.
Okay, time to vote. Where do you hit the vote button? What am I missing? Oh, there it is, okay. Okay. Approval of the minutes has been approved.
That's agenda's been approved.
Pardon me?
Agenda's been approved.
I'm sorry, the agenda has been approved. You have the minutes of the previous meeting in your packet. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes?
I recommend they be accepted as
Got a
presented.
motion that they be approved. Do we have a second?
Second.
We got a second. All those vote. Okay. Approval of the minutes. Minutes have been approved as read. I have no chairman's report. Excuse me. Okay, item number 7, the public hearing. Pursuant to Article
I'm sorry, did you want to do old business and new business? You all move that to the top of the agenda, is that correct?
Well, the vote failed because we didn't hit the buttons correctly, so we can take, you can override
Yep.
that? Very good, all right. Y'all will flip your page over to item number 7. Is there any old business?
There's no old business.
Any new business?
New business, you'll have 2 cases next month. One is Green Genie. They're applying for a special use permit to expand Elkhorn Lake Campground and bring their ATV trails into compliance with the zoning ordinance. And then the second one is a special use permit for a mobile home placement.
Okay, and what date will that meeting be?
That will be July 12th at 7 p.m.
July 12th.
Day before my anniversary.
Anybody else with any new business? Okay, thank y'all. Excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, pursuant to Article 5, Division 7 of the Pittsylvania County Zoning Ordinance, we, the Board of Zoning Appeals, have been empowered to hear and decide specific applications and appeals in support of said ordinance. In accomplishing this important task, we are charged with promoting the health, safety, and general welfare of the citizens of Pittsylvania County. We must ensure that all our decisions and recommendations be directed to these goals and that each be consistent with the environment, the comprehensive plan, and in the best interest of Pittsylvania County, its citizens, and its posterity. Anyone here to speak to the board other than the applicant regarding zoning cases will be limited to 3 minutes. We'll now hear case S-21-004. Report.
Case S-21-004, the Mill House at Motley's Mill LLC has petitioned for a special use permit on 14.70 acres located on State Road 649, Motley's Mill Road, in the Chatham Blair's election district for an event venue. The Planning Commission recommended by 8-0 vote with no opposition that the petitioner's request be granted with the conditions recommended by staff. The staff summary is enclosed in the board packet. Mr. Chairman, I do not see a representative from Motley's Mill LLC here, but I'll be happy to answer any questions as they did present to Planning Commission.
Okay. So as a board, we've pretty much got 2 choices. We can table the case until representation is here, or we can allow the application to stand on its own. What's the pleasure?
Mr. Chairman, I don't think they can add anything to what's already been presented in the packet, so I think we need to proceed on with the case.
Everyone good with that? We'll do that then. Excuse me. So as we've heard from time and time again, if a special use permit can be granted with any outstanding or unusual situations, if we can mitigate them, then we're obligated to issue the special use permit. The staff has recommended, excuse me, the staff has recommended any outdoor events or outdoor music must end by 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday and by midnight 12 a.m. Friday through Sunday. They must remain in compliance with the Pennsylvania County Noise Ordinance. Any future construction activities must comply with floodplain regulations, and they must remain in compliance with all applicable Virginia Department of Health regulations. Any other comments, additions that the board feels would be appropriate?
I feel that should cover it.
Pardon me?
Said that should cover it, I think.
Well, the only thing I'm thinking, I don't think this is going to rise to the level of the amphitheater place at all.
No.
Traffic, I'm thinking about traffic on Motley Mill Road.
This will mostly be used for weddings and private parties, things like that. They're looking for kind of a private event venue that you would rent out. So like Atkinson Farms, that type of venue.
All right.
Any other comments, questions? So it sounds like we're leaning toward a positive motion. All right, I'll read a positive motion and you all can let me know what you think. Whereas the Mill House at Motley's Mill LLC has petitioned the Board of Zoning Appeals for a special use permit for a recreational use event venue, and whereas we find no substantial detriment to adjacent property, that the character of the zoning district will not be changed thereby, and that such use will be in harmony with the purpose and intent of the ordinance. And whereas there are no significant adverse effects upon adjacent property that cannot be mitigated through conditions. I move the special use permit be granted with the following conditions. Any outdoor events or outdoor music will end at 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and by midnight, 12 a.m., Friday through Sunday. Must remain in compliance with Pittsylvania County Noise Ordinance. Any future construction activities must comply with floodplain regulations. Must remain in compliance with all applicable Virginia Department of Health regulations. So that's the positive motion. Do I hear a move on that?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. All those in favor, make it known by voting. I guess we've got a unanimous decision. So, with that, the Board of Zoning Appeals approves the special use permit. Any other business or comments? I'll entertain a motion that we adjourn.
So moved.
All those in favor, stand up. Thank y'all.